So I think after the bye week, we really just took it all together and kind of just took a deep breath, and I think we started having fun. And winning is a lot of fun, and I think that just started to get in our mindset. And I think we just all came together as an offense and started to understand that we just need to get the ball down the field. We don't need to take the big plays. We just need to get first downs every single time. And it's going to be a fun season this year with how many weapons we have on the outside. We got 4 or 5 line returning, which is awesome for me. Just gives me more peace of mind when I'm dropping back, and just that they know everything that's going on. They've been through this multiple times. It just really just helps me do everything and helps our running game, which opens up the pass game.
So you sleep a lot easier at night?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Now, do you have to do anything special for those guys? Make sure they're actually protecting you, take them out to dinner, that kind of stuff?
I mean, I'm probably gonna take them out to dinner when I don't get sacked, so that'll be big. But I mean, we'll see how the season goes. But I'm expecting big things from those guys up front.
How high of a ceiling do you guys, do you guys feel like the sky's the limit right now for you guys heading into the season if you play Drake football?
Yeah, I don't expect anything less than a PFL championship and then hopefully a run in the playoffs. We have all the talent on both sides of the ball. We just got to execute, and that's all it comes down to. And we're setting our goal to win a PFL title this year. So, anything less is just subpar.
It's definitely nice to have a defense that you can count on, because in any situation there's going to be times when the offense isn't performing to the level that you want to do, and you need the defense to hold out. So it's nice to have a lot of defensive starters back, and we do have to replace a lot of offensive starters. But up front we're pretty solid, and that's really where it starts in the O. If we can push the line and get 4 yards per rush, I think we're going to have a lot of success.
I think we know that we need to be focused, and we don't necessarily have as much time as we might have in other seasons where we need to be at full speed and making sure we're getting out there and dominating right away. We know we played them a couple years ago. We lost that game, so we want to come out there strong and make sure we show them what we got right away.
I think the strongest part of our offensive line is our camaraderie, and we also mesh really well, both as friends and as teammates. So that kind of really helps. We know each other. We know how each other blocks. So it's really kind of easy for us to get concepts down and get on blocks and move the line of scrimmage.
How did that come about?
It's actually kind of interesting how it came about. We basically just were kind of thrown into a lot of roles due to a lot of injuries. So we kind of bonded over that. And then obviously we just kind of hang out on the weekends, and we started doing O-line dinners where everyone would come on Thursdays. And we'd eat dinner kind of at different buffets and stuff like that, and we kind of bonded over that.
What does it do for a team when you have an opponent like South Dakota State waiting for you in week 1?
I personally think it's awesome. We love a challenge here at Drake, and we are ready. We are ready to face the best. We love facing the best because it prepares us for our season really well. So
we're preparing to create a culture of excellence in everything that we do. And that doesn't matter whether it's a NAIA school or Alabama. You're preparing the same way. And so South Dakota's a good team. I'm excited for them to come here, and I think we're going to beat them. And yeah, we're preparing like that.
Coach kind of talked about the off-season team building exercises you guys do. You guys went to the Veterans Hospital and everything like that. What does it mean to you to be able to have an opportunity like that to kind of give back to the community?
Yeah, the big reason why I came to Drake was the emphasis on being an impact man outside of football, because the reality is you spend 4 or 5 years here in college, and then you spend the rest of your life as the man that Drake football created you to be. And so the way they emphasize that's really important to me. And I think it's also creates a really cool culture to be a part of, because everyone who comes here has come hearing that same message, and so it means something to them. So you kind of find yourself surrounded by like-minded people, which creates a pretty special atmosphere.
Alrighty, so Tanner, talk about being named captain this year. What that means to you heading into the season.
Yeah, I think it was awesome to hear that your guys in the team have that confidence in you. I do think just because you're named that, we have all the guys in the team are still leading. Anyone from the younger kids just getting here to all the other 5th years included. So it's still a team effort. Everyone's gonna be putting a lot into it.
Have you ever seen a situation where all 4 captains are linemen, whether defensive or offensive?
Gosh, it seems like there's a defensive, offensive, but have all 4. We're calling ourselves the half-ton captains because of how big everyone. I think I'm the smallest one at 250, so I don't know. I'm trying to keep the weight up, but.
What's got to go right this season for you guys to win that championship, the conference championship this year?
Yeah, I think we just need to focus on ourselves and execute our style of football. Obviously, keeping everyone healthy, you can't control that, but taking care of our bodies is always a big deal, protecting our guys. Besides that, just focusing on us and playing our style of football and dictating the pace for other teams. I feel like too often you can get caught up trying to match a team, but we want them to match us.